And hello everyone and welcome. Crash here. This is RTA Motorsports. You can see we have a whole new stream setup. I'm basically testing this new stream setup, and also I think fixed a lot of the computer issues I was having. So we're going to be testing a lot of things today. One thing that I actually just got information on, if anyone's interested in this rig, this is the Prosimu T1000AL silence. So this is using their new PRS50 silent actuators that I am quickly falling in love with. Sim Racing Studios says they should have something available that we could use with our rigs as far as, you know, their motion software, because they really do have like an all-in-one solution that's very easy. I really enjoy using their software, but they don't advise that we really use their software yet. They said about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks they should have something available. I'm sure Prosimu will also contact me once they are approving of the software version and making sure that everything is working well and working safely for the motion rig. So we're still using Sim Tools, but I am using Sim Racing Studio for my other accessories like my seat vibration, as well as we got the tachometer to work. I want to make sure it's going to work the entire time. Just a little accessory, but it's one that I absolutely love. So we're going to see how that's actually working today. Norman, what is going on? Now, I am noticing that for some reason in some of my windows, chat box is working. In other ones, it doesn't seem to be working. It's kind of weird. Using a different software here, so you know, it's a little bit frustrating that I saw that it's not working in this one here. But let's switch the window. I do have another window here that we're gonna switch to. Just something I'm also trying. Mestizo69, how's it going, brother? Whoa, okay, so for some reason, chat box and this one is working, but it's working very oddly. Okay, so let's see if we can fix that real quick. Again, we're using Streamlabs OBS this time. Oh, and now it went away. Very interesting there. So let's see if we could fix this up. Let's see, clean, boxed, switch. Font settings. Let's make that font a little bit smaller. It's a little bit big. Let's see if we go. I think I have it set to like 800 or something. Hopefully everyone's doing well. There we go. That should work. And then let's see. Actually move this in view. So I think all the boxes are going to be a little bit on the big side, but just want to make sure we got everything kind of set up here. Let me test this real quick. Nice. What type of camera did you get? So for some reason, that text is still super huge. What is going on? And I don't know why the text goes away. Why are you going away? Always show the message. Boom. Let's test that again. This new software is it's what I used to use. Yeah, I'm still very nasally, and I still every morning I'm waking up with sinus pressure, and I'm like on, you know, was this week 4 now? But you know, we're getting over it slowly. I just also started going back to the gym now after I broke my scapula, broke my shoulder, so slowly getting back to normal. I'm loving it. And it's a Ken with dual purpose comms and cam. That's awesome. Sorry, I keep typing test, but I'm trying to see this. Yeah, we might have to change this chat box because I don't like how that just keeps disappearing. All right, that seems to be staying, but I don't like the size. Yeah, it disappeared. Darn it. Oh, man. All right, we'll figure something out with the chat box. That's something we definitely got to fix. Might be the type of chat box I'm using. Let me see if I can switch it real quick. Let's see if we could. Let's see. Chat box. Add source. I'm going to do a normal and a new source instead. So I think it's stuck to this theme, and I think that's just how the theme works. Might have to switch up themes. Yeah. All right. You were told by your boss this morning that a friend of his that was in an unmarked vehicle. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Be careful, bud. Be careful. Your need for speed is All right, let's switch this over here. Let's get to this racing view.
All right, so this is what we got here. And I just want to see what this chat box does. I mean, at least we got chat working. So that is like normal font size there. A little bit small. I don't know. I don't know why the other ones are all kind of messed up and this one's all... Yeah, it's actually staying there too. All right, so whatever this chat box is, I'm going to have to copy it to the other ones. I think I have multiple. I think that's probably part of the problem. All right, so at least that one's working. There's an echo.
So I'm using this new software, and I didn't realize that the camera was also feeding audio through my cam link. So I had to scroll down to see that. Thank you so much for letting me know. I'm sure that would have been very distracting. All right, so here we go. Let's get the gloves on. Thanks for letting me know. Echo should be gone. Oh, there it is. So again, if you're just joining in, if you use Sim Racing Studio as your motion software, Sim Racing Studio is kind of like my choice for motion software. SimTools is awesome, just a little bit harder to use, a little less all-in-one. So Sim Racing Studio says that they should have their software ready to go for this cockpit in about 2 weeks. So if you're looking to buy this cockpit, in about 2 weeks, Sim Racing Studio should have everything set up. We are using Sim Racing Studio for the tachometer and the shift light indicator. We're using Sim Hub for our dash display here. I'm using Sim Racing Studio for my seat shaker. And then I'm using SimTools for my motion at the moment. So that's why I like using Sim Racing Studio, because it really is an all-in-one solution. Makes it a little bit easier, a little bit lighter on the system running too many softwares. All right, so let's get in the car and let's see how this works. So we're at Road America.
Matching car and track data found in Sim Experience database. Profile modified.
Here we go. Echo is gone. See, that is finally working. So a lot of issues were present because of that darn add-in USB card. I didn't set a pit speed limiter for this vehicle. Hold on 1 second. Let me actually increase the car audio. Go. Love how this new Ferrari drives. It's the baseline setup is just a beast. It really is. This car is super hooked up. I do notice though that if you do decrease that wing in the rear, it feels super loose. So a lot of the VRS setups are more on the decreased wing, higher top speed, higher straight speed sort of deal, to keep up with everybody else, which is fine, but that is when this car gets really dangerous. But I really do like iRacing's baseline setups. Very approachable in that sense. Woo! Yeah, thank you so much, Miss Ego, for helping me out through that process, and staying on me and making sure I followed the submissions of things that we had to do for this build. Definitely so glad I didn't miss out. The only thing that I noticed is there's a little bit of a rattle that developed in my wheel, and I think it's just these buttons like shaking. That's the only thing I kind of noticed, or maybe like a PCB on the inside. Wasn't present there before. I might want to take the wheel apart just to see what happened. It's not super loud. It just kind of sounds like buttons are shaking. That's it, Alright, so we're in a practice right now. I don't know if I'm going to actually have time for a race before I have to go to work. Just want to make sure the stream is working. Make sure the system is working and stable, which seems to be the case so far. We're not getting those. We were getting some really weird, like every 4-second sort of stutter on the last stream also, that I discovered was kind of a driver issue with the NVIDIA driver. Woo! Little traction loss in the rear there. Make sure I don't knock over my coffee. Gotta put it in a bad spot, actually. Little off throttle oversteer. So the one thing that I notice about this rig, and every time I test it, I really want to test it with Sim Racing Studio just to see if maybe it's a software thing. Very well could be the software, but I have a feeling it's more the rig than anything. I have a feeling it's not software that's causing this sensation. I kind of feel like the motion is so fast and immediate that it actually feels more natural. You know, depending on what I'm feeling in my steering wheel, what I'm seeing on the screen, I feel that motion and I'm experiencing the motion immediately. And that immediacy actually makes it a lot more immersive, but also makes it feel a lot more natural rather than an effect. I know sometimes motion rigs could, depending on how you have them tuned or depending on the actuators you're using, could feel more like an effect than an actual tool. I took that way wide. But the traction loss in this is so immediate and so smooth that you could feel that you're losing traction in the rear before I've ever noticed that I was actually losing traction in the steering wheel. So in that sense, you're really driving by the seat of your pants because you're experiencing traction loss. See right there, I felt it. Felt the rear kick out a little bit. I'm experiencing traction loss through the seat of my pants before my steering wheel ever gave me that sensation of losing traction in the rear. And I'm able to account for it and respond accordingly. So I think that's the magic of this rig here, along with, you know, just really feeling that I'm up on the curbs and what tires up on the curbs. Oh, yeah, we messed that up. Oh. Just knocked my, my Asus bezel-free kit down. All right, so let's go back to the pits here. Let me fix that. Ah, for some reason that's a different button now, too. So, hold on. Come on. Get out of the rig. Alright, so I'm going to definitely have to assign some buttons here. But let's get back to... Yeah, so might need to be tightened and lock. Yeah, added Loctite. That is very possible. I'm kind of wondering if it's these front screws here, but I have to take my what is it called? I have to take my quick release off anyway, because my quick release is actually upside down compared to all my other quick releases. So I always have to go into Sim Experience's software and reset 0 or reset center, and that's, you know, it's just a minor thing to have to do every time, but I could really just reset. Or the word I'm looking for is I could reinstall the quick release the correct way and not have to reset what the center point is every single time. But that was my fault. Installing it upside down, of course. All right. So that felt absolutely amazing. Let's see what sessions could be going on, because we're in an open practice session. Just there's not many people on there right now because of there's just a lot of people in a race at the moment. But I'm a huge fan of this Ferrari. Huge fan. They did a great job with it. Let's see how long the race is. All right, let's do some more practice. Do some more practice. But yeah, definitely they need to be tightened down. It might just be these two outer screws on this wheel. The other thing I need to do is I need to assign my stream buttons to my Elgato Stream Deck. That's one thing I did not do. All right. Kind of annoying that chat box is not really keeping chat up. Might have to figure out another option here. All right, let's jump back in the car and let's see. We got some guy going out right now, Bert Schmitz. Bert Schmitz. And let's see what lap times everyone has been running. So 2:05.1 is the fastest. Just my few laps I ran at 2:09, so we are definitely way off. Kind of wonder if I could adjust the wing angle at all on the baseline setup, even though it is fixed. Could adjust the ABS. Uh-oh. Bert's on the side of the track. See if we could stay in it on this turn here. Yep, there we go. It's on its own stand, and I had to modify this stand because it wasn't tall enough for the new rig. So, yeah, I had to raise it up about 6 inches on each side And ideally, I would have an 80-20 stand to really get those monitors nice and close. But gonna have to do something about that. So far, we are 1.1 seconds faster than our fastest lap time. A little bit of practice went a long way so far. .3 seconds. See top center, 1.4 seconds. One six. Nice run off there. 2.3. That lap felt pretty good. 2.4. Boom. 206.9. Drop from 209 to 206. I shouldn't have went all the way down to second gear there. That was way too far. A little bit too hot into that turn. Caused me to hit that a line a little wrong. This lap is slower. Made some mistakes. .207.1. See if we could get down to low 206s. I don't know why I keep going down the second gear there. We are braking way too much into that turn. Oh, we lost a lot of time there. And off track. Darn. All right, let's go back to the pits. That was no good. That was going to be much slower than before. One thing I want to do is shut that light off. We might have time to just do one quick race session. Let's see. One thing, I am going to sign some buttons real quick. The enter, exit. I don't know why. Well, no, I did move a lot of USB ports around. Whoa. Done there. And then control. Hit speed limiter. Boom. Hitting in. Let's do pass left, this button here. So funny enough, this bottom button here is not working. I wonder if that has something to do. My bottom left gray button isn't working on this wheel, so I wonder if that has something to do with that rattling I'm kind of hearing inside my wheel. Very light rattling. I don't know, maybe just a wire came out a little bit. But yeah. We'll figure that one out. Let me shut that light off because I think it's kind of ruining the immersion. Uh-oh. I just knocked my bezel free kit down again. What? So soon, once we get everything kind of figured out with Sim Racing Studio, get their software running, I actually bought the motion compensation module. So I want to work with the software to see how that motion compensation works for VR. So I'm very excited about that. That is this module here. So that should be pretty cool. And that's the one they recommend to use for Sim Racing Studio. So it basically takes the motion telemetry from the software itself and combines it with the inputs from this module and just negates the motion. It's that simple. It's pretty easy. I know some people that use it have zero issues with it, so should be exciting. Should be exciting. Norman, what's going on? So everything with the motion platform is working really well. Haven't really had too many issues with it at all today. Very excited. But it's not, I never had issues with it. I had issues with my computer. And that was the part of the problem. Was the computer. Here, let's change this chat box out for a new one. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. Boom, add source. I think that's the one I've been using on my races, on my racing views. So let's see how that works. Oh, so Norman, is that the motion capture module you're using? I gotta read the software and see how to mount it, because it has, you know, XYZ, and I guess you're supposed to face it a certain direction for it to work. But I mean, very cheap little module, very easy, doesn't nowhere near as hard looking to get set up as, like, you know, putting a open VR controller on the back of your rig. And then, you know, messing with settings depending on where you hooked it up. Okay, yeah, so SRS also, it works with any of the motion rigs that they support. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to try it out. All right, so let's get out of this race session here. Or practice session, I should say, because practice session is over. All right. You can see the motion rig now parking. We are now parked. Oh, man. Let's see. And let's see if we could join that race session. Now, I'm not going to have much time after. Ooh, it's going to be tight timing because I do have to go to work, but I think we should have enough time. It's only a 15-minute race, starts at 1:45. So that should be just fine for me to run and get ready immediately after. You're going to see me take off like a lightning bolt. Definitely have to get my Stream Deck set up for this. Let's see. Let's actually do some of that now while I'm registering. And yeah, how's everyone doing? Set this to chat view. Get that going. This would be boom, and then getting some sources set up on here. Got my B-rate back. And think that's everything. Okay, so let me see if this is actually in here. Oh, I had it set for my Samsung. No, Stream Deck. Ah. All right, I might just have to do this another time. Unless I could copy it. Let's see if I could copy this. Copy to Stream Deck. Ooh, did that just work? Oh, it did. That was super easy. I love it. All right, so let's see if any of these work. Boom. Normal chat view. Jesse! Hey, pasta, man. Remove this chat box. Put the correct one on. Getting the stream all set up. Is that you're using your seatbelts today? I guess the strength of the new system compelled me. No, so I've always used seatbelts on my motion rig, even though they're not super tight. I have to tighten them down. I just feel more natural with them. I don't know. It doesn't feel like I'm riding a mechanical bull, if that makes sense. It just feels a lot more natural using the belts. Eventually, I do want to get a belt tensioner system, probably the one that would work through either Sim Experience or Sim Racing Studio. I know they have two separate ones, and I'm already using both softwares. So I'm not really sure which way to go, and they're about the same price. But eventually, yeah. So Jesse, we're going to do the Ferrari GT3 race. Just the one race, and then I got to run to work. So yeah, at Road America. It's a 15-minute race. There we go. Rig is turning on. And now we're joining the practice Sava. But yeah, the race should be starting about 15 minutes. Actually, more like 10 minutes. It can be interesting, but I really love how this car handles with the baseline setup. I really do. Oh, it does. Okay. Um, I just wonder how it compares to the one that Sim Experience sells. That's it. You know, because they're both practically the same thing as far as price wise goes. And they both do the same thing. So that's always been my question there is like, what's the differences between the two? What are the reviews? There's not much information out there. And I don't think any of them will, send me one for review, but definitely, I definitely want to try one without a doubt. Sure, they're both amazing. Control C. One thing I definitely wanted to get going on here was the input telemetry. that right there. Okay, mounts directly to the seat. It kind of looked like that they both had different options regarding mounting. Am I wrong? Might be wrong. I might be completely wrong. Get some coffee.
Matching car and track data found in Sim Experience database. Profile modified.
One thing I want to do is I want to drop this seat down a little bit, just maybe one click, so that way I can get, because when I'm looking, what I'm looking at is my dash here. It's completely overlapping that dash there, but because this is just a little bit higher than my eye level, you guys are not experiencing that. So I just got to drop the seat down. I think just one click and it would be a nice medium between the two, you know? Okay, Norman, so they work independently. That's cool. Make sure, yep, pit speed limiter works. Good deal. So our fastest lap time so far is 2:06.9. Let's see if we could beat that, or at least match it. I was through just very quick sort of practice. Weren't really going too crazy. Everything got jolted there. We didn't cut in enough. Kind of ruined that. Got some guys coming up behind. Definitely lost some straight line speed there from going off track. So you can see the differential is already 0.3. Might just let this guy go behind. Oh, maybe not. He just went right off track. Nice. It's called Cup Match? What does that mean? What happens on Cup Match? I kind of ruined that turn and I didn't slow down enough. Definitely have to set the RPM range for my my shift light over here. Flashing in my face way too early. All right, 2069. So we just matched our fastest lap time here. Got on throttle way too early there. Had to like fight to keep the car on the track. We got the race starting in about 3 minutes. Trying to stay patient in the turns and really wait for the car to start straightening up before getting on the throttle. That's like my biggest problem. I get on the throttle way too early all the time. Very impatient. Oh! Just caught the grass on the outside there. A little bit of the grass. That was... Thank you so much, Mestizo. Just caught that grass a little bit. We were 0.5 of a second faster, so we would have been low 206s. Darn. But we'll see what happens during the race session soon. Definitely losing time on that first turn there. Race is going to be starting in just a minute, so I don't really have too much more time to practice. So Norman, what does cup match mean, bud? Tires are tired. Get ready. Race session's about to start. Woo. Feels awesome though. It's a little nerve-wracking on how quick the tires fall off on this car though, especially when you're driving it really hard like that. So definitely gonna have to take a cautious or more of a cautious approach during the race session and really let those tires last. Yeah. Yep. All right, let's see. It should give us the option to join the race any second. There we go. Race. Ooh. So if it gets dark like that, of course I'm running my Philips Hue lights. They're interacting with the title. So, you know, as I'm going through different areas, the lights will turn on and off. And of course, now I got to run to the restroom. But we're not going to. I'm going to hold it. 15-minute race. I could definitely hold it. Oh, man. Oh, man. I hope everyone's having a good week so far. I'm so excited to be back. And I'm so excited. Everything is just working. Everything is just working for once. I was having some issues with my PC. And we got that all figured out. So let's go back to the... I don't think anyone would be on the track. We got minute and 30 seconds. Let's see how many people are actually going to be in this race session. Let's see. 15-minute race. We got 19. I think that's the highest count I see. 19. Maybe. People are probably still joining in. Yeah, 19 cars. Looks like a lot of guys racing from Liberia. And then we got some New York racers. Okay. I'm the only one from California at the moment. Cool. All right, so I'm representing the West Coast. We got some people from Ohio. All righty. Cool, cool. See what's going to happen here. Race is going to be starting any second. Qualifying, I should say, is going to be starting any second. Not really. May have to glue that one back down. I don't know why I'm having issues today with my bezel free kit wanting to slide out on my left side there. So that's why I keep having to reach over. But yeah, let's qualify. Let's get this going. Let's get the show on the road. Get this back to the race view. Boom. All right, everyone. Wish me luck. I'm really excited that that is working. That is working. Normally that thing cuts out on me. I think I figured out that issue finally with that USB card, causing me so many issues. All right, this parade lap, let's get the tires warmed up. So this definitely feels a little bit more slick, maybe because the track is colder. Oh yeah. Yep, this is different conditions than I was racing in before. Or practicing in before. First lap, we're going to have to be a little bit more cautious. Maybe aim for like a 207-ish. All right, green flag is out. See the lights on the wheel there, green flag. Oh, that's awesome. Country Club, that's awesome. That's kind of like back when I lived in New York. That was like the Subway Series when the Mets versus the Yankees. That's awesome. So you guys get a 4-day weekend. That's amazing. That's amazing support for the athletes as well. I feel like that's the way it should be. Celebrating your team, celebrating your athletics. A lot of places don't do that. Car is feeling great. That last turn grabs me sometimes. White flag. White flag. That was a 2:05.9. All right, guys, we are now in the 2:05 club. Get a little bit more aggressive on this one. Nice. Norman, have fun, bud. That's amazing. Ah, I ruined it. Amazing I didn't get an off track though. That's a pretty far runoff. But we are a second slower so far. I don't know if I'll be able to claw that back so late in this lap. Yeah. Definitely a slower lap. Unfortunately, from that mistake we made, but at least we didn't get an off track. So it was exactly a second slower. So 2:06.9 on that one. So at least we got one 2:05.9. I felt like we didn't make the mistake. If we were able to actually tie it, we probably would have been just a little bit faster. I don't know about like half a second or anything like that, but at least I was in the 2:05s. I have a feeling everyone's going to be faster on this one. probably because of the track conditions were favorable in that sense. Let's see what people are running so far. So 205.2 is the fastest so far. We ran a 205.9. So I'm very happy to be, I mean, when I started this stream, I started practicing. So we didn't get to practice all that long, maybe about, 45 minutes worth of driving, half hour. And within a second of the lead car. So that's good. That's very good. I don't know if it would have bumped us up 2 positions or not. A lot of people still haven't posted their time. So far, we are qualifying P5. Looks like, yeah. So that's where we're going to be starting. Hopefully, we get a nice and smooth race starting up there. But everyone is very closely matched to each other within the top, I would say, oh man, within the top 10. I mean, everyone's really close to each other. So hopefully we have a smooth one here. Wish me luck. Like having a mute button right there. Does this work too? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Huh. I don't know. I thought the Elgato. Check 1 2. Okay, so my Elgato button I paired real quick works as well. All right, so we're starting P5. See what we can do. We got a 15-minute race session here. See the car right behind me. That is Farouk. Right ahead of me should be Solvay. Lionel? Yeah, that should be the P3 car, Solvay. Matt Bix should be right about there. And that is the number 1 car. But he's in P4. So P2 is Hector Tabares. And P1, who's starting on the pole, is Marcel Peza. Go. Stay behind the 16 card. Yes, yes. Yeah, it sounds like a great time. Thank you, Norman. Let's see. Second row is starting really far back. I wonder if they're trying to slingshot it so that way they're not passing the 1 car, but they're gonna have a lot of speed when they come in at the start of the race. Here we go, guys. Oh, not quite yet. Got lost on the track. I think for these shorter races, they shouldn't really do an entire parade lap. It's kind of a little bit much. I know it's probably because rookie class, maybe, I don't know. Want to go? Just want to go. Yeah. Green flag is out. Oh! Oh my gosh! How did we make it past that mess, that debacle? My gosh. Whew! My nerves are absolutely screaming at me right now. Oh my gosh. Solveig just disconnected. Whew. Right at the beginning of the race. I could not. Wow! Lead guys took each other out big time. Now I'm trying to calm my nerves down because my legs are shaking right now. My adrenaline kicked in, everything slowed down, and I think I made the right choice. Thank goodness. My safety rating cannot take any more. We got Fabio Galvo, 0.8, 0.7 of a second back, 0.6. He's catching up quick. That was wild. Thank you so much. I know, right? Exactly. That is the lead car just up ahead. So far, we are P2. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm definitely gonna save that replay. Messed that one up and I downshifted way too much. Not much longer. Not much longer. I should be done very shortly. Oh, no, 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 no. Can't believe I did that. Started getting distracted about the time and was looking around for the time. Well, we were P3. Remy, what's up, bud? I counted as a 4 times. We barely touched. He didn't even get damage. That should have been in 0 times. Oh my gosh. Yep, yep. Race ends in about 6 minutes. Kind of losing tires big time. Tires are giving out, everyone. Wow. We caught the right rear just a little bit on the edge of the curb, and I almost lost the car again there. But yeah, that algorithm slide is really, really took me a few times. The thing is, when the cars, when the tires are like brand new, you really feel like you're on rails with this car, but any degradation of the tires, all of a sudden you feel like you're running on a wet track. Got another incident right over here. Had to go off track to avoid him. He was going to try to block me in. Exactly. Exactly, Brummy. It does feel better than it did in the past. I do got to say, I think their updates are improving that. But yeah. We got 4 minutes left of the race session. Was P2, then P3, and now we are currently in P9, so at least we're in the top 10. Unfortunately, I am racking up some incident points. I cannot rack up any more of those incident points. Oh, big incident here into the wall. It's a fun series, though. Exciting. There's a lot of things going on. Kind of reminds me of the BMW 12.0 series. In that series there, I was so addicted to it that I ended up getting demoted because of all the incidences that were happening. And I was practicing quite a bit, so they weren't all my fault. But I'm trying to keep in the A license. We just ran a 206.7, not too far off our average. Definitely over braking in that turn, but I'm trying to be safe. Got only a few minutes left of the race session here. Let's see if we could make it past these cars that are ahead of us. We're currently P8, moved up quite a bit after that incident. Oh, almost lost the car there. That started sliding on me a little bit. Yep, there are those tires. I felt the rear slowly kicking out. Really feel it. Yeah, I'm sure that has a lot to do with it, Brummy. White flag is out. White flag is out. So, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to have enough time at the end of this race to really go over what happened on lap 1. When I get home from work, I'll probably go on and review the replay and post a short, like Jesse suggested. I'm going to have to run to get ready. Let's see if we could gain any more positions here. Oh, Ferrari in the wall. Yellow flag was out there. Not close enough to really pull him in. All right, checkered flag, checkered flag. So it looks like we finished P7, and that was my fastest lap at a 2:06.5. Oh. Don't want to crash. There we go. All right, everyone. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in with this test session. Again, testing out this Prosimu T1000AL silent cockpit. Finally got the PC all kind of figured out and set up, and we're going to be doing a video soon on all my first impressions and thoughts about this rig very shortly. So definitely stay tuned for that. I can't wait to get that video out. Everyone, stay safe, stay happy, and I'll catch you all next time.